The biggest headline of the week is out. Donald Trump tweets a doctored photo of his head on Rocky Balboa's body, and the internet freaks out. Viva Frei, Montreal litigator turned YouTuber. It's gonna be a short video today because... 1, 2, 3, Vlawg dog wants in. It's gonna be a short video today because I have a business meeting in an hour, but I couldn't resist this story, not from the perspective of the story itself, but from the perspective of what language and words mean. I just saw this today, but apparently yesterday Donald Trump tweeted out an image, or a meme as we call it these days, of his face on Rocky Balboa's body. No context, no text, no nothing, just tweeted it, and the internet went crazy. 500,000 likes, 175,000 retweets. People are going nuts hypothesizing as to what Trump meant by doing this. A ton of people saying it's totally improper, unpresidential conduct, and while I can understand what they're saying, I don't necessarily agree. You have to have a sense of humor in this life. As the saying goes, don't take life too seriously, you'll never make it out alive. What I find most fascinating about this story is not hypothesizing on what Trump meant by the tweet, whether or not Trump in fact is, as many people are referring to him, the greatest troll in the history of humankind. What I find amazing is the media response and the subtle yet inaccurate use of language. And I'm quoting from just a few headlines because otherwise this video will in fact be 20 minutes long. CNN Politics, internet goes wild over Trump's doctored Rocky photo. New York Post, Trump tweets out doctored photo of his head on Rocky Balboa's body. Variety, Trump tweets doctored photo of himself with Rocky Balboa's body. Growing up, my father always taught me that words and language are the tools of the lawyer's trade. Words have specific meaning, you can't just use fluff talk in the practice of law, and you can't misuse language. Incidentally, this also might be one of the reasons why so many people hate lawyers. They twist language. The same word that meant something yesterday means something entirely different today because the context has changed. But proper and concise use and understanding of language is what separates good lawyers from bad lawyers. So when I see the media throwing around the word doctored, it causes me to pause and reflect for a second. The term doctored has a very specific meaning and clear connotations. And I'll read from the dictionary. Doctor, past tense, doctored, past participle, doctored. 1. Change the content or appearance of a document or picture in order to deceive, falsify. 2. Treat someone medically. Obviously, we do not care about the second definition for the purposes of this vlog. The term doctored necessarily implies the intent to deceive or falsify a document or photograph. That is what separates the term doctored from modified. And for people who have a proper understanding of language, there is an essential difference between doctored and modified. Obviously, this photograph is modified, it's apparent on its face. But the difference between modifying and doctoring is specifically the intent to deceive in what modifications were brought to the document or photo. Now, I have no doubt that journalists understand the difference and that their use of the term doctored in reference to a meme is obviously deliberate. Now, I'm not going to hypothesize on intentions and attribute bad faith to the deliberate misuse of the term doctored. I will definitely chalk it up to the need to have a clickbait title to entice people to click on the link and read the article. But such is the state of media today. What the heck is the point of this video? Oh yes, language. Language means something. Words mean something. In as much as possible, everyone should use language accurately and people should use language without the intention to deceive. And that is all I have to say on that. Oh yes, and another thing while we're here. That deer head above my shoulder over there, in one of my last vlogs, I told the story behind that deer head, how it came with a cottage that my parents purchased and I wasn't actually the one who shot it. And for reasons that I easily understand in the era of Twitter and social media, a lot of people took that to be a jab at hunters or hunting in general. I wasn't apologizing to anyone in that video, I was just telling the actual story behind that deer head because people had asked. And I'm not apologizing to anyone in this video, I am just clarifying that I said that without any judgment whatsoever. I can certainly tell you I said it with no judgment whatsoever because I harbor no judgment whatsoever for anyone who actually eats for sustenance. I do take issue with trophy hunting if the sole purpose is to put the head on the wall and throw the rest of the animal out. But in our house, the fundamental rule is that it is a sin to waste food. With the exception of mosquitoes, if you kill something deliberately, you have to eat it. And while I have yet to go hunting for big game, and even if I do, I may never actually put the head up on the wall, I have no problem with people hunting for food. It's natural. I think it's a good thing, actually. I think it's a great thing to get people involved in the actual food chain so they look at the food that they eat as an actual being that once lived in the wild as opposed to a mere product on a grocery shelf. And incidentally, I've done a bunch of catch and cook fishing videos. When I go fishing, I do tend to put the fish back, but if they are mortally wounded, I will keep them and eat them. So just to clarify, I was not apologizing or judging anyone when I told the story of that deer head. I have no problem with anybody who hunts for food, and I think it is fundamentally important to be thankful for the animal that gave its life so that you could eat. All right, that's it. I gotta head out of here, but one last thing. This Saturday night, it'll be in the past for anyone watching this video after this Saturday, but I'll link it right here. I'm doing a live stream with Nate Brody. We're gonna be talking about COPPA, the FTC, and its impact on YouTube. And if you like my content, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop a comment in the comment section below, share my channel because that really helps me grow. If you want to support the channel, there's a PayPal link in the banner of the YouTube banner, and I'll link it down below with links to merch. And now you know your vlog. Peace out. Booyah!